Hello everyone and welcome to your show Around Kuwait. This is your host Abdulaziz Darwish. About our show, our camera crew are traveling all around our lovely country, state of Kuwait, to show you great events and location, even what happening trends in our lovely country, state of Kuwait. And before we start, I would like to greet our working crew and my co-host Rita. Hello Rita, and welcome today in our new show of Around Kuwait.
Good evening, Abdulaziz. That's a great introduction, and good evening, dear viewers. As Abdulaziz said, we have a lot of great things happening here and around Kuwait, of course, with the help of our amazing crew. We have a lot of topics to cover, especially everything going on around Kuwait in terms of events, development, and just anything interesting, Aziz. So we have a lot of topics. What is our first headline for this
First
evening?
headline, we'll talk about the connection, because we also appreciate the bilateral and the brotherly relationships between the state of Kuwait and the UAE. So we'll talk about the trade exchange. We'll talk about the connecting nation between Kuwait and also UAE for launching game-changing sea route. It's a very important, because before, if you want to reach from country to country, will take days.
Exactly.
Now will take hours.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I think that will revolutionize the way trade happens between the UAE and Kuwait, Aziz, which is very exciting and does help with the connections, of course. And the second topic, Aziz, that we're going to be talking about is education play at Mishrif. So the best way for children to be entertained is to be able to play, have fun, but also learn with it. I think that's a great way. Aziz.
So we learn them with entertainment. The best thing we call Legos, like childish already games. So everyone, all of us already played with Lego, but in a different way, different companies, you know. It's a good thing. Generation after generation comes, but always we are certain things remains the same, because we are learning and teaching everybody. And at the end, we say also the best for the last.
Of course, we're also, Aziz, going to be talking about the Kuwaiti academic and journalist, Dr. Mohammed Lirmehi, who was honored as the Media Personality of the Year at the Arab Media Forum this year. I think it's such a big deal, and it's an honor for him and, of course, for us to have him.
So we have certain three topics for you, dear viewers, about the trade exchange. I will talk about entertainment games for children, and even about the award for the best media personality from State of Kuwait. So stay tuned, let's watch it together, then we'll be right back again.
The announcement of the inauguration of the sea route between Kuwait's Shuwaikh port and the UAE Khalifa port, led by the Minister of State for Municipal Affairs and the Minister of State for Communications, marks a significant advancement in the regional trade and logistics. This newly established maritime link is poised to transform the shipping landscape by reducing the previous 5-day overland shipping time to just 1 day. Such a substantial improvement in the transportation efficiency not only streamlines the movement of goods, but also strengthens economic ties between Kuwait and the UAE. This development underscores the vital role of efficient infrastructure in our interconnected world, and is expected to have far-reaching implications for trade, commerce, and economic cooperation in the Gulf region. This collaborative effort between Kuwait and the UAE reflects a monumental leap forward in maritime trade and connectivity. The significant reduction in shipping time enhances the competitiveness of trade and demonstrates the commitment of both nations to fostering economic growth and strengthening their bilateral ties. Beyond its immediate economic impact, the inauguration of the sea route holds broader implications for the entire Gulf region. It underscores the Gulf Cooperation Council's ongoing efforts to develop infrastructure that facilitates trade and transportation, positioning the GCC as a hub for global commerce. Speed and efficiency are paramount in today's global logistic landscape, and this initiative places the GCC at the forefront of these developments. Moreover, the newfound accessibility between Kuwait and the UAE through the sea route opens doors to increased collaborations across various sectors. It encourages joint ventures, knowledge exchange, and the free flow of goods and services, deepening the economic and cultural ties between the two nations. In essence, the launch of this sea route represents more than just a logistic achievement. It symbolizes a new era of cooperation, growth, and progress in the Gulf region. It exemplifies the commitment of both governments to adapt to the evolving dynamics of global trade, making the Kuwaiti-UAE sea route a beacon of innovation and opportunity.
Dear viewers, welcome back from that report. Of course, we saw through it how this route is going to make things way easier when it comes to shipping between both the UAE and Kuwait. And it's thought to really revolutionize it, Aziz, since it's going to cut down ground shipping from 5 days to an actual 1 day, which I think is a great advancement and can really help with establishing new maritime links maybe, or even new connections with the UAE.
And the shipment and also the trading exchange and even more, because the shipping is very important. When you go to any, we'll call like the ship port in the state of Kuwait around all the world,
Yes.
ports is considered the places to gather from their container to gather what? Ingredients, food, industry, and even money, exchanging
Yes.
money, trading exchange. So the easier it way, the easier the route is, the
Yes.
best for the economy for any country in the world. And that's why we appreciate the strong bond relationship between the GCC countries. That's why, because we appreciate the brotherly relationship between all the GCC countries, because we are doing our best for our economy. So
Absolutely.
that's why we already consider about the two nations, two countries, for their economy to be the best. When the Arabian Gulf in the same route, this is important.
Exactly, Aziz. It's not only about the advancement and the movement of goods from the UAE to Kuwait, but this maritime link does foster a stronger connection between both the UAE and Kuwait, which is really the underlying importance of the infrastructure in today's interconnected world. We can say that we're really connected with everything. Things are not separate like they were before. Borders do not separate us, and I think this development is expected to have very far-reaching applications in the trade, commerce, and economic part of the Gulf region. Aziz.
It's like we call it a complete series. So the complete series is all connected together: maritime, sea route, economy, trade exchange. It's all for one goal: easier for the best for the economy ever in all GCC countries. This is the main issue.
That's absolutely right. I think we're very connected in that sense. We do try to all help when it comes to moving goods around, when it comes to being linked business-wise and trading-wise, and of course, when it comes to economics.
So when we say mission about the economy, you know what's the important, my co-host Rita, economy is playing the major role all around the world. And Kuwait, we are already going for the new Kuwait.
Yes.
For one of the pillars is about the economy. That's why we consider about the economy, and the best way to do it with our brotherly, strong bond relationship between UAE and the state of Kuwait, because this is one of our pillars to raise our economy, to be Kuwait City the best, with more towers, with
Yes.
more investment in the state of Kuwait. So the sea route is the best way. It's the best way to be for the two countries.
That's absolutely right. I love the way you put this, Aziz. We are always aiming to become better in every possible way, if it was with our towers or different things, and even the maritime link now that Aziz will be launching from Kuwait's Shuweikh port, and of course from the UAE's Khalifa port. So I think that's really great for us. It's a huge advancement. It's going to cut down a lot of time, of course.
And even there is something else. We talk about the efficiency. You know, the efficiency playing a major role all around the world, because when we increase the efficiency for anything, especially for the shipping, it means reducing the time, high economy, easy the route, and even everything comes easier. You see already it's like the world becomes small, not only the social medias, even about another different routes, like it's a complete series, maritime, sea time, and even the employees, and even increasing the economy and even the employees for the road. This is important. Like it's like all with together, we can say all the time, Rita.
Definitely, Aziz. I think now we are living in the fastest era we've ever lived in. Technology is advancing so fast. We are used to getting things faster, our shipping, even from around the world. We prefer to have things reach us faster. We don't like to wait, and I think maybe that's a flaw in today's society. But I'm loving that the Gulf is doing everything possible to make it easier for us, right? And I think that's exactly what the Sea Link is going to do for us, Aziz.
You're already mentioning it, easier way. When we mention easier way, it means easy in everything. That's why we always appreciate this kind of the strong bond relationship between the two brotherly countries, because when you mention about easier, it means better, it means all of us. That's why we're focusing about to improve our countries.
Yes.
The best way for this way, for our economic, right, Rita?
That's right, Aziz. So beyond the immediate economic impact, of course, the inauguration of the sea route is gonna help us maybe have a lot of ways to have different trades maybe with the UAE, open up a lot of sectors. So it has a lot of great implications that we're going to be seeing hopefully in the future. Yes, we are right now talking about the near future, the immediate results, but more is definitely to come, Aziz.
And also, we are looking forward for the upcoming, what we're going to have, the future agenda. This is like the beginning. I know the best is coming already for the GCC countries. It's not only maybe connecting only with Kuwait and also UAE. Maybe it will connect about the other GCCs, because in the Gulf, we call it the Arabian Gulf. It's like we're all connecting with the same sea and with the same culture.
That's
and
right.
the same, like we call it, like history together. So it's like something always linking together. So it's better to be with us with our transportation, Rita.
That's right, Aziz. And I can say that in the GCC, we are definitely a hub for trade and commerce. And we're definitely attracting businesses from around the world. So in the era of speed, we do need this kind of maybe links that happen that could help us achieve our goals and even get better with our economy and our trading, not just with the GCC, but with the world, Aziz.
So we can say it's a new era. Attract businesses, attract investors, attract people all around the world to invest in the GCC countries, especially like, you know, because this is like one of the new pillars I already mentioned for the new pillars. One of them is like economy. That's why we're already focusing to increase the economy in our both brotherly countries. And even I like to say like it's increase the opportunities for the people, even the collaborations, not only the investors attracting them, or like a collaboration, contribution, opportunities for Kuwait and even around the world. This is good thing, Rita. And also I think I'm, for the future agenda, I like to mention something like, you went to the Shuweikh ports and the other ports in the state of Kuwait, right?
Of course.
You will see the advancement and the people and the ship is coming, the containers around, the good colors about the containers.
Exactly.
So imagine the easier route for us, more containers.
More containers.
And more like people, advancement, and more employees will be working in the ports.
Exactly. It will open up so many different opportunities. It will increase joint ventures with different parts of the world. As you said, I think now the sky is our limit. And I think we can even see that with our day-to-day advancement, Aziz. We are receiving our packages faster, and that's just amazing for everyone.
And also there is something else, because this announcement by the Minister of State for Municipal Affairs and even the Minister for the Communication regarding the inauguration for the sea route between already Kuwait Shuweikh Port and the UAE's Khalifa Port makes significant milestones for the regional already trades. This is important. So it's ministerial collaboration with different ports in the same sea.
That's right, Aziz. I think we see the best results when we see a lot of entities, and in this case, different governmental entities and ministries from the UAE and Kuwait collaborate to come out with something that will really help with the advancement of business, economics, finance, and so many sectors, Aziz.
And also we call it something else also, because we like to thank also the working group for preparing such a huge topic to discuss today about around Kuwait, because around Kuwait, not only about something for entertainment, even we talk about something like for our trade exchange. And even we talk about this kind of things, like it makes Kuwait UAE sea route, bacon, sorry, for my voice to be more like for the innovation for the better. This is important.
That's right, Aziz. That's very important. So we're definitely seeing Kuwait and the CAE, UAE route really beckon innovation and opportunity for both countries. So we're all very happy about that. So dear viewers, that was our first topic for this evening. As Aziz mentioned, we're going to be talking about much more. So let's view this report and we'll be right back.
Legoland within the exhibition grounds is a mesmerizing world of creativity and wonder that captivates visitors of all ages. It goes beyond being just an ordinary play area. It's an educational wonderland filled with interactive and inventive experiences. One of the most captivating aspects of Legoland is the array of construction challenges it presents. Visitors are encouraged to put their building skills to the test by assembling intricate Lego structures, fostering teamwork, and clarifying their problem-solving abilities. These challenges are designed to inspire and engage both building engineers and seasoned Lego enthusiasts. However, the fun doesn't stop at construction alone. Legoland offers a rich variety of interactive and innovative games and activities. Visitors can engage in playful competitions, solve puzzles, and explore their creative potential through hands-on experiences. It's an environment that seamlessly blends learning with play, making it an ideal destination for families seeking both entertainment and education. Furthermore, Legoland keeps the experience fresh and exciting by regularly introducing new play areas. This commitment to the innovation ensures that every visit offers something new to discover, whether it's through the introduction of cutting-edge Lego sets and imaginative play zones. In essence, Legoland at the exhibition grounds is a dynamic and ever-evolving space that celebrates the art of building, nurtures creativity, and promotes interactive learning. It's a destination that sparks the imagination and provides an enriching and enjoyable experience for visitors of all ages.
We are still in our show around Kuwait. Dear viewers watching us through the KTV2, we move from trade exchange for the Kuwait UAE, we call it the sea route, to a different topic, different at all. We'll talk about something, when we mention it, we think we're memorizing our childhood. So let me ask also Rita. So Rita, did you remember when we mentioned it, when we, in our young age, we played with something, we call it Lego. Did you try Lego before?
I think no one has not tried Lego, honestly. I think it's a very special part of everyone's childhood and even sometimes our adulthood. Aziz, did you know that a lot of adults actually build very sophisticated structures with Lego?
So you see, I'm already smiled already.
Yes.
You see my smile, so I already did it before, yes. You know, because it's something reflect about our childhood. It's a good time to spend your time for something very useful. So when you're building something, it's like I am creating. So it becomes me like aware more, you know, because for our kids, Lego, it's good to open their imagination,
yes,
to make them aware more. I know, like when we were young, we like to do creating some, like we want just to do like some,
yes,
we build houses, maybe cars, maybe superheroes,
that's
about
right,
our maybe robots from the Legos. So it creates and makes like open our imagination for better. And the good thing happening is the exhibition already held for the Kuwait
yes,
exhibition ground. So it's a good thing to make our parents coming and families and children, and they all enjoying Legos, memorizing
exactly,
for families and for children.
Definitely, Aziz, and it does a great job of captivating the world of creative adventures. You know, it lets our imagination run and our creative juices, which is really great and we do need from time to time, regardless if we are children, adults. It's perfect for families because there's a lot of things to do. You can really design and also construct, and you can play with different challenges that are available, and there's always new and enjoyable activities available that are changing.
So we can say it's for all ages. So good ages, and even the visit, you see the demand is very high also, Rita.
That's
Demand
right.
is good.
Definitely. I completely agree with you, Aziz. So visitors are definitely invited to really embark on a journey of thrilling and exciting activities at the Legoland and the exhibition grounds. There's so much to do. It's great because it's educational. You're learning, you're pushing your creativity and your imagination, but you're also having a lot of fun, Aziz.
Even it's a challenging also, you know, because we always challenging ourselves. Like who wants to
Yes.
build faster? Who wants to put things faster? Who wants
That's
to create
right.
faster? So it's a challenging, you know, because we love challenge. Especially kids
Definitely.
love challenge.
Kids love challenges and they're also very, very competitive in a way, Aziz. So engaging in puzzles and engineering very innovative structures, sometimes that really stimulates both children and even adults alike. And it's very good for their future. A lot of children knew they wanted to be engineers, for example, from playing Legos. Can you tell us something about that,
Yeah,
Aziz?
because I am also an engineer, and maybe because of the Lego. Because when you're building something with the Legos, like houses or something, so it reflects
Yes.
for about your occupation and your career in the future. And engineers is like solving problems,
That's right.
creating something. You're applying science to the society, to benefit the society, like the studios already.
That's
So I know for
right.
sure engineers already building the studios with collaboration with too many Legos, we can say.
Of
But the
course.
future Legos, like maybe too many different certificates. That's a good thing.
That's right, Abdulaziz. And I think you tapped into something which is problem solving. So with that, you can really learn a lot with the Legos. You can learn how to problem solve because you said we can build robots and easy things, and we can go deep when it comes to Legos. We can actually go all the way to buildings, towers, and everything. So it does push you maybe towards finding out what you're into, what you would like to study. I think it's a great experience, Aziz.
And good thing, next time we'll build a castle.
Hopefully,
We'll
we
do
can
some-
manifest it.
Yes. So that's why it's like good things for the people when we want to do something for them. It's like also there is something important to attract our children from throwing we call it the tablets, and to focus to do something for their fun, to make them active. You know,
Yes.
Legos, they benefit for their mindset, they benefit for
That's right.
themselves, they cooperate, they share, they are with together. So Legos gather people, Legos benefit for our children to avoid the tablets and to focus, to enjoy the moment.
I'm really glad you mentioned that because Legos are known to be very helpful for children that are suffering from different mental health issues, sometimes like ADHD and many other things. Being able to put all that creativity, all the thoughts and imagination into the real world, into those little things that you can play with, build, and see your imagination become real in front of you, I think is a great thing. And sometimes, if you notice, we do see Legos in doctors' offices.
Yes.
So if you're going for a mental health consultation for your children, or even going to maybe a pediatric dentist, you will see those things to distract children.
So we can say all the time, Legos is like it plays educational part.
Yes.
Education is very important, like because the shapes of the Legos are different, with the curves, square, triangle, circle. It's aware our children about the different shapes. If you want to create something, you have to create it in very specified and a good way. You
That's
cannot fit
right.
everything together. So it's like to aware them like, no, you have to focus. If you want to do something, you have to prepare for it. You have to schedule for it. So we learn them to be well prepared even when they are young. That's a good thing.
Exactly. You mentioned a lot of very true things, and it's taking me back to the days when I actually had the time to play with the Legos and build different things. It does make us think, what fits here? What do I need? How can I solve this issue? You know, sometimes you're so far in your building with the Legos and something goes wrong. So you need to go back, sit, relax, and actually think about
remove.
Oh, so many times, Aziz. That was our
It's
nightmare.
tough. And
Exactly.
it's worth mentioning, we'll talk about the colors also. So because Legos have certain colors, there is a basic color which is blue and red and yellow, and there is also secondary colors which are the green and the other and the brown and the others, like you're wearing green already.
Yes.
It's one of the secondary colors.
Right.
So it's like we're awareing the children about the different types of the colors, because I cannot make something garden without green.
Of
I cannot
course.
make a sky without a blue.
These are very essential colors,
Yeah,
Aziz.
I cannot make something certain fire like with red. So when you're building something, you have to put the most important and the specified colors for it, right?
Of course, Aziz, and I think you can apply that in the exhibition grounds where this exhibition is currently being held. There's a lot of challenges to go through for the visitors. There's something new every single day, more stuff, things to play with, and a lot of education, maybe in the background, as you said, certain things like the colors and a lot of these things, so visitors can really put their building skills, Aziz, to test.
And all for one thing, teamwork. We are working together, children, family, to do one Lego. Sometimes the children take our consultation, they take our opinion. How do you see our Lego? You see the children,
That's
you know, the good
right.
thing about their spontaneous, they are asking us, I want to see, how do you see it, father? How do you see it, mom? So you
Yes.
can give her like instructions. No, you have to put this better. If you want to do an
Exactly.
airplane, you have to put like with the wings. So it's like a teamwork. So
Definitely.
Lego is gathering people together. So teamwork always like to do problem solving ability. So they are teaching them how to do problem solving all the time, to talk with each other, to share with each other, to take opinion of each other. So it's a good thing. Actually, even here in the studio, we're taking our opinion to discuss the topics.
That's right. So see how this transitioned with us from childhood all the way to our careers. That's what we're doing right now. We're here because of the teamwork and the hard effort that everyone is doing. So I think we are able to see that through the various challenges, Aziz, available in the exhibition grounds. It's really fostering maybe management skills, problem solving,
Nice.
teamwork. I think teamwork, so many underlines under that, so many lines under it, because it's very important and it's something we will forever use in our everyday lives.
And also we are learning from our playing. You know what's the good thing? Because sometimes maybe we made mistakes, so we learn. Sometimes maybe we'll take too much time to do one Lego, so we learn about the time counting.
Right.
So we don't waste our times. We learn about our mistakes. So like next time you will do it faster. Next time you will do it better. Next time you know what to do the shapes before one another. It's a good thing. So it makes us to know about our time.
Exactly.
Decision making. It's important.
Which is very important.
Yes.
Because as we said, those small decisions we're making during playing Lego can really make everything different when it comes to what we're building,
nowhere.
right? From
Yeah,
nowhere.
yeah,
It could
yeah.
take us back to zero. So that does bring us into everyday life where sometimes rash decisions we take can really alter what's happening in our everyday life.
And also it was mentioning it teach you how to do your task, because Legos are some certain types of like stones, we can say before. There's a task you have to do. You put this one and the other one and the other one, it makes bigger. So it teaches even about our adults to do our task already. You know
That's
what's the
right.
most important task every day in the morning?
Tell me.
Arrange your bed.
Yes.
When you arrange your bed, it's the most important task. If you do this simple task, you can do everything others. So
Exactly.
refer it to Lego. If you put like the good foundation,
base.
it will be building better.
That's a really great example, Aziz. And since we're talking about this kind of situation where if you start your day right or start your building right, it will reach to something very good and lead to something good in the future. I think the same thing is happening with Legoland. So it's not only about construction, there's a lot of competitions and there's a lot we can learn from competitions. So with competitions, unfortunately, there is winning and there is losing. And being on either sides could teach you a lot, Aziz.
You are learning from losing and winning, and losing more than winning.
Right.
You know why? Because if you lose, you have to learn how to accept it, how to deal with it, how to learn what to do in the future. When you win, you have to make sure you have to do your best for the next time, because you have to always to be in the we call the top time. At the top level. Don't reduce your level to be down and down and down. And there is also something else we can say all the time. So it's a good thing for the family to seek, we call it for fun and also for education, because this is the most important. We learn when we are having fun.
Of course, we do. I think our hardest moments during school time was when we tried to learn maybe in methods we didn't enjoy.
Yes.
So the information, let's say if it did stay with us for the exam coming up or the quiz, it will actually like completely leave our brains later on. So, but when we learn things immersively while playing and being in a team, that's how the information actually stays with you, sticks with you. You could relate to it. Maybe you see something that reminds you of this information. That's why a lot of schools have actually adapted this kind of teaching, Aziz.
And even we discover ourselves. So we know more about ourselves, about our abilities, about how capable we are. Children, they learn it from indirect way, but when we are adults, we learn it in a certain way. Like we say to ourselves, like me, like us. When we prepare ourselves, today maybe you experience yourself, like you are a presenter and you are a host. It's different between the presenter and the host. So today I am talking maybe for 1 minute. Next time I will talk maybe for 2 minutes. Oh, I am increasing. So my knowledge becomes better. My pronunciation becomes better. Even in difficult situation, I know how to deal with it. So you have to discover, you have to be deep, always looking to yourself.
Of course.
What about the best of yourself to enhancing it? And if you are weak in other self, you have to be working to make it better. That's a good thing.
That's really great advice. And I think we can apply that when it comes to Legos and going to the Legoland exhibition going on. Because Aziz, as you said, today we might build something small at the Legoland exhibition. The day after could be bigger till we actually win the competition. And there's always new stuff, dear viewers, and experiences available in the play areas. So there's always something to do there, Aziz.
Always something to do, always there is a time to do fun, you know, because when we say always, it's like to do fun, enjoy your time, discover yourself, be better, be patient. Be patient. It's important because patience is the key of success. See, Lego, how it's already teaching us from something to another. Patience.
Right.
Even it's in our religion, in Islam, patience is a very most important pillar, right, Rita?
Definitely, Aziz. That's a very great way to put it and a very great reference on your end, Aziz. So, dear viewers, please try to enjoy what's available currently with Legoland and push your imagination. Go, be creative, learn, and have a great immersive experience with your children. So, dear viewers, let's view the report up next, and we'll come back with our final subject for this evening.
Dr. Mohammed Al-Rumaihi's selection as the Media Personality of the Year at the Arab Media Forum is a testament to his remarkable career and contribution. His influence spans both academia and journalism, making him a prominent figure in Kuwait and the wider Arab world. As a sociology professor at the Kuwait University, Dr. Al-Rumaihi has played a vital role in shaping the academic landscape. His research and teachings have provided valuable insights into social dynamics, contributing to a deeper understanding of Kuwait and Gulf society. His dedication to education has undoubtedly influenced countless students and future scholars. In the realm of journalism, Dr. Al-Rumaihi editorial leadership at Al-Arabi magazine for 17 years and his role during challenging times such as the Iraqi invasion of Kuwait highlights his commitment to delivering news and analysis even in the face of adversity. His tenure as an editor-in-chief of Awan further underscores his ability to navigate the complexities of the media landscape. Beyond his role in academia and journalism, Dr. Al-Rumaihi's service as the Secretary General of the National Council for Culture, Arts and Letters in Kuwait demonstrates his dedication to preserving and promoting Kuwait's cultural heritage and artistic expression. With a prolific output, including over 20 books on political and social topics, Dr. Mohammed Al-Rumaihi has made a lasting impact on the surrounding of the Gulf region and the Arab world. His recognition at the Arab Media Forum is well deserved, celebrating his enduring contributions to both media and society as a whole.
Around Kuwait. This is one of our call it shows to show with you everything around Kuwait, internationally and even locally. And today we'll talk about something different topic at all the viewers watching us through the KTV2. We are very proud that the state of Kuwait is one of the pioneers for the media in the Middle East. Since 60s and 1960s in this era until today, State of Kuwait established the media, the first TV station in the, we call it in the, one of the pioneers
Yes.
at that time in the Middle East, Rita. So State of Kuwait and even Republic of Egypt and even Lebanon that time, it's one, like they are leading the media during the 60s.
That's absolutely right, Aziz.
Yeah.
And I think today the spotlight is on you when it comes to talking about media, because you have a lot of information about it and there's a lot to learn from you about that. But Aziz, as you said, we are the pioneers when it comes to media, and we're very proud of that here in Kuwait. But we're also supporting and recognizing efforts of everyone that we can say was influential in the media. So recently, Aziz, Dr. Mohammed Lirmehi was elected as the Media Personality of the Year.
So that's why we are very proud on behalf of our show around Kuwait. We're sending our gratitude and congratulations to Dr. Mohammed Rumehi to be awarded as the Media Personality of the Year in the Arab Media Forum. So I wish him all the best in his career, and he is already encouraging us to be better in the media. All the medias, all people working in the media personality and medias in the state of Kuwait, the broadcasters, the journalists, the announcers, the hosts, and even the presenters and the directors and the working crew, all people working in media. You know, when we call it in Arab media, what about the broadcaster? Broadcaster means every person working in the media, a cameraman, a sound engineer, a director, a preparer, announcer, more than 10 years, and we have the sense of the media, how to transfer the news. This is important.
Exactly.
Because this is our job already.
Definitely. I think we hold a lot of responsibility when it comes to transferring the right message, Aziz.
Yes.
It's something we do need to focus on, and maybe people watching don't understand the vast effort that goes into getting the news out on time with the right information and staying away from maybe misleading things that we're seeing recently on social media.
And
Aziz.
also, when you mention social media, you know who are the responsible to transfer the news? We call it the core. The reporters,
Yes.
and the journalists, and the bloggers. Reporters for the TV, journalists for the news, bloggers for the social media.
That's
These
right.
three people, three kind of occupations are responsible to transfer the news, any kind of news. Especially it's
Definitely.
like we call it sports or international or diplomacy or political or trade exchange or we call it entertainment sectors,
Yes.
festivals. They are the responsible.
That's
So
right.
we have to educate them all the time to be the best in this kind of thing. And there is something else. Let's talk more about we are honoring Mr. Mohammed
Yes.
Al-Arhami and the doctor. So let's talk about the prestigious recognition, if you want to share to everybody.
That's right, Aziz. I'm going to read a bit of
Yes.
facts about, of course, the Media Personality of the Year, Dr. Mohammed Lirmehi. Of course, he was very influential, and we did see the recognition. So this prestigious recognition was announced during the opening ceremony, Aziz, of the 21st edition of the forum. Of course, it was under the patronage of the Vice President and Prime Minister of the UAE and ruler of Dubai, which I think is a big deal, and it puts a lot of recognition on the efforts of Dr. Mohammed. And it's amazing. This kind of thing gives you a push. And of course, we can say that he is a very prominent figure in Kuwait, has many, many years of experience, even going back to before the Iraqi invasion.
And also, because we already talk about Dr. Mohammed, and mashallah, his CV are huge.
Yes.
So let's share with him and everyone who's watching us through the KTV2 about his CV, Rita.
That's right, Aziz. There's a lot about his CV right here on my tablet, and I'm honestly astonished by it and the amount of work that he has done in the media in Kuwait. So he's not only actually influential in journalism, but he also served as the Secretary General for the NCCC ALT in Kuwait. So that's really amazing, Aziz. He done a lot of extensive work, over 20 books about political and social matters all over the GCC and the Arab world. So I think this recognition by the Arab Media Forum really does highlight Dr. Mohammed's efforts, and he does deserve it in every way. He worked really hard for it.
Because his success, it's referred to our success. So his achievement is referred to our achievement. That's why it's like he gave us a responsibility, because the state of Kuwait, one of the pioneers for the media all around the Middle East. So it's good, like we can say all the times, like a person from state of Kuwait for this country to be awarded the media or the media personality of the year. So it's like to encourage all the youth to follow his footsteps, to be better and better in the media, take the responsibility, transfer the news, and even to share with it in a very good way with ethics.
That's
Ethics
right.
are important.
Ethics are really important, especially when we are sharing the news with the country, as you said. That's a very great point to focus on. And I think we saw Dr. Mohammed's ethics and how it got him to really great places, recognition after so many years have passed. So I think it does give us the push to keep going. And if anyone is interested in media, Aziz, as you mentioned, they could do their effort and really work hard, and one day they will be recognized.
Recognized, to be better, and also everyone who's watching us on the KTV2, keep in your mind, maybe you will be the next media personality of the year. You never know. Work hard on yourself, do the best, focus in media, certain your goals in any kind of the categories you want, and inshallah you will be awarded in the country. And we're gonna talk with my co-host Rita and all our colleagues. We'll talk in our show around Kuwait about your achievement, and we are very proud. Do your best, and it's our duty to share the news for everyone, Rita.
That's absolutely right, Aziz. And since we talked about our duty to portraying news to our viewers, something else that Dr. Mohammed did was his editorial leadership at Al Arabi magazine, which actually led or lasted for 17 years. And he kept his role even with all the challenging years and events that were happening at that time. So even such as the Iraqi invasion of Kuwait, he did show his commitment to portray the news to the viewers, be ethical about it, and no matter how hard it was getting with the invasion, he was there giving the news.
We say all the times, like tough times made heroes or make heroes. So he's a hero because he make it in a tough time, in this certain of that we call the crucial time in the state of Kuwait. He made something for himself. So he's a hero already. So that's
right.
why we hear about too many about our martyrs, our heroes in any different fields. It's a good thing we talk about the media people, how they are doing their best during the time for this crucial time in Kuwait.
Exactly. I think it might be really hard in the moment, but of course, just like Dr. Lermehi's recognition was actually realized through this award, we can have that happen to all of us with hard work, of course. So with his amazing work on 20 books with different things about, we can say, politics, Aziz, and several other things, we did see his lasting impact on the discourse of media here in Kuwait and in the Gulf.
We talk about something important, you know, because we mentioned about the Gulf and about the education.
Yes.
So even here in Kuwait, even we do also sometimes we do the annual media forum. You know, we gather people in the Jabir Al-Ahmed Cultural Center or any other halls in Kuwait. The good thing, we see the communities about our families all around the Middle East. We talk to them about the media news and media transferring. It's a good always we call it what? We call to contribute with each other, because our medias are all the best. I am very proud, even you see the Arabic channels and the Middle East channels about the news, it's growing in the world.
That's
and
right.
even about the entertainment channels, you will see it's growing already. So medias are growing in the Middle East. We are very proud.
Definitely, we are. There's a lot of influential and impactful people here in the Middle East, especially in the GCC when it comes to the media, exactly like Dr. Mohammed Lermehi. So it was great to see his efforts recognized in the Arab Media Forum. It was very well-deserved, well-celebrated, and we're very proud of that. So, Aziz, I think we spoke about a lot of great comments.
Yeah, today our episode was precious. We talk about the Kuwait UAE launch game changing sea route. We talked already about the Legos. We talked already about the award about Dr. Mohammed Al-Mwehi to be the Media Personality of the Year from the Arab Media Forum.
Yes.
So we talk about different categories: trade exchange, entertainment, and media. It's a good thing. Our episode precious.
That's right, Aziz. We did talk about a scope of things. We spoke about the UAE and the launch of the game-changing sea route, which was amazing and definitely even a learning experience for us about economy and how it works. Also about education, how we can play with it, make it immersive and enjoyable while still learning a lot with our children. And of course, we ended with the very honorable journalist, Dr. Mohammed, and his award. So I think we did speak about a lot of great things and something for everyone, I think, this evening.
That's a good thing. So, dear viewers, this is our episode for today. Hope you enjoyed our segments and enjoy our things. So, we can say all the time, good times run very fast, Rita.
I think your famous saying is very true, Aziz. And dear viewers, we really enjoyed this episode and hope that it didn't end. But of course, we'll be back with a new episode with new headlines and new content. Stay tuned for that. Good night.
Good night.